kickoff in Tampa. Sherrod at the 5. He's going to make a couple of men miss, but South Florida does a great job corralling him at the 20. So 1st and 10 from the 20. Matson under center. The handoff to Sherrod. He gets the start, and a good job by that new-look Bulls defense. They brought in a lot of players from the portal line, so a veteran group up front. After a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Play fake Matson, rolls out. That's what he does. Finds his receiver. It'll be a first down for the Broncos. That's Latrell Caples. Sherrod still in the backfield. Another play fake to him, and a good close. And what a hit. How about that pop from Deshaun Rucker? Excitement around this young player as Matson, forced out of the pocket, finds Gaines out of the backfield, and you see him lower his shoulder. He's a load. He comes in 6 feet, 217 pounds. And it'll be a first down, Boise State group. They feel good about putting any back there, and especially with their veteran quarterback. Is Matson back to throw over the middle? That is caught. And that is Matt Wagner, the tight end, brought South Florida territory. It's Sherrod. Quick scat, quick cut, and a first down, Boise State. Ball control out of Boise State. Play fake. Matson forced off his spot. Keeps his eyes downfield. That's going to be incomplete. I believe is a home run waiting to happen. They're going to see if he'll hit one here just off the left side. And a great job by that Bulls defensive front. Empty backfield. Matson over the middle. Caught. And he'll be short as the ball pops out. Mac Harris, the other of that linebacker duo, delivered the hit. Down in this breakneck South Florida offense. First throw, high, caught, loss of yardage. A loss of 1, that is Keyshawn Singleton. They are to have this quarterback back. And if you haven't seen South Florida play football, that was dangerous. Rarely gets under 25 for them. They got it down to 4, 3rd and long. Brown corralled. Brown tackled and sacked. The transfer, David Latu from BYU. Malik Sherrod deep. Not only is he going to be one of their premier running backs, he's going to be their returner as well, as he's going to let that bounce out of bounds. Matson, quick shot to the outside. That was Sire Gaines. Check that. Matson forced out. Throws it right. Incomplete. He'll cost Fitz. See what they do here. Matson. Almost intercepted. He tried to get that over the defender and just drop one in there to Cameron Bates, and Jarvis Lee Jr. almost had a pick, and already 2 possessions, 2 stops for this Bulls defense. Josh Porter situated at his 30. And he actually drives Porter deeper than he was before, tries to get to the corner, does so successfully. So
we want to get him settled down early. Expect some quarterback run this drive.
Another quick throw from Brown to the outside. That's caught by Moody Rubin. First time we've seen one of the new running backs, and that's Sam Franklin. Tackled by Jake Ripp. Brown over the middle. That is caught. Had pressure. Can he get to the first down? It's going to be close. That's Keyshawn Singleton. And we're talking inches and a spot to see if the Bulls move the chains. And they move the spot way back. They actually run the play. Is now 1st and 10 Broncos. Play fake to Sire Gaines. Maddox sets his feet, takes a shot to the outside, intended for Chris Marshall. Madsen to throw again, has over the middle, open, it is caught. You mentioned Chris Marshall, and Boise State has something going after the turnover on downs. Madsen forced to run, and good pressure on that play by DJ Harris. That's Gaines off the left side. There goes Sire Gaines, makes a man miss, and that's a good look at what he can do. That's Sherrod. Gaines. We'll see if he gets those tonight as Riley now and play fake. Madsen to the end zone. Flag on the play.
Pass interference, number 22, defense. Ball be placed in the final foul and automatic. First down.
All right. Sire Gaines off the left side, tries to get to the goal line, and the push leaves him just short.
How quick to get to the line of scrimmage.
Madsen fumbled it, was able to corral it, but not get across the goal line. And movement now out of the Broncos. So they've had it goal to go.
Prior to the snap, ball start for 45. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
That was Madsen checks. Madsen throws. Broncos strike first. Three seconds. They'll look to change that. And their third possession of the game is the ball will go into the end zone for a touchback for South Florida. That's a run up the middle. Broncos right there. Nothing doing it. Cartavius Norton, first time we've called his name. Brown again brought down. He had no time to throw on that one as Boise. Another third and long. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Brown, time, takes a shot, has a receiver, caught. And that's how the first quarter ends. That is Tennessee transfer Chaz Nimrod. Harry Lyles Jr. with you. Thursday Night College Football is back. Brown going to drop back. He's going to take another shot. Had a receiver, and he
How to connect on that throw.
falls incomplete. Again, a quick throw for Brown to the outside, trying to get some of that yardage back. That is Nimrod again. Out of someone they'd like to try to get the ball. 3rd and 6. First time we've seen a run out of Byron Brown, and that's why you run this quarterback. 6
To defend quarterback run tonight.
You get a first down. Here comes the tempo. Here comes a throw over the middle. Good shot. Flag down. That's Nimrod.
Holding, number 71, offense, 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Replay first down.
Group that's played a lot of college football. Brown tries to go over the middle again. That is just dropped. Another designed run for Brown, and he makes a man miss. Another flag on the play. Is Brown able to make a couple of men miss? He's still on his feet. And unfortunately, I think that one's coming back.
Holding, number 72, offense, 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Replay second down.
Off the board, now second penalty for holding. 2nd and 30, and a long way to go for South Florida, and a good job there by Alvon Isaac. Gets out route low, incomplete. Season from 50-plus yards. Grammatica's kick. It's Tampa. Automatica.
Couldn't find a better place to put a bow on it for Lee Corso.
There's easily going to be at least 5 guy cries over under. Sherrod at the goal line. past his 10, tries to extend it to the sideline, can't do it, dropped at the 15. Attempts already early on, but they're going to stick to the ground. It's what they do, but South Florida's much improved defensive front. Shotgun for Madsen. Over the top, incomplete. That was in. To the sideline, and a good throw from Maddox Madsen. What a dart to Latrell Caples, and that's going to be a first down after a gain of 15. And Madsen put it on his guy for a gain of 15 and a huge first down. That's Gaines. Can't get much going in the early on. A great job by the Bulls. 6 on the ground. Gaines still in the backfield. Madsen looking left, goes left, off the hands. Just converted on 12. Madsen out of the pocket, dumps it down to Gaines. He tries to truck over some Bulls defenders, and they weren't having it. 27th in the country, 13th in the American in pass defense a year ago. Josh Porter fair catches it at his 20. You put him on something, he'll find it. Hello, Martine. The Kicker and Grammaticas are alive and well here in Tampa. Quick end around to the speedy freshman Neptune. And I'll tell you, give a lot of credit to this Broncos rush defense. Brown had time, and then the pocket just collapsed around him. That was Braxton Feely, and that's also going to be a flag.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 4, defense, 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot, and automatic. First down.
Just a little bit of out of sync tonight as South Florida's Byram's going to run it again. I tell you what, when I said that he's big, he just went low on Banks.
No, he reminds me of the physical build of Dante Culpepper when he was at UCF.
Oh, what a shot over the middle to Singleton. He's their big play receiver from a year ago. Ty Benefield brings him down.
Brown getting the ball out of his hand quickly.
Does so again. Quick shot to the outside. That's Josh Porter. That was a great job. Staying in the pocket. Ball comes out. Benefield forced the fumble, and I think Jeremiah Koger was able to fall back on it. He did. Second core first half. It's been entertaining. Can Brown add some yardage? Has to stake away from the pocket. He's got space. There goes Byram. Touchdown, Bulls. From being up 10-7. Transfer deep to receive. And a momentum switch here in Tampa as that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So now 1st and 5. The give to Sire Gaines. Had one man to beat, and he did that. There's a look at what he can do as he gets to the outside. Why not give it to him again? See if he can get some momentum. He does. Had a crease. Up with something. And there's that play fake. Does he take the shot over the middle? He does. What a grab. First time we've called Matt Lauder's name tonight. We've seen each team commit those penalties that just give the other team momentum as Sherrod brought down in the backfield. Gaines, space, ball's out, picked up by South Florida. Another turnover for this Bulls defense. That is the talented Ira Singleton. So here comes Brown. Designed run, already saw him score a touchdown, minimal gain there.
When it comes to protecting the ball and creating turnovers.
Hallmark of that defense, aggressive under Todd Orlando. And speaking of aggressive, Jaden Virgin Morgan again hadn't Micah. The Cowboys documentary dropped. 3rd and 10. First things first. Dangerous throw to the outside. Look, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so fair catch there.
Michigan.
There are so many questions at the top-heavy rankings of who's going to play quarterback.
Yep.
And so we'll see that manifest itself with the first Florida. These are the teams you got to watch in the early part of the season. 2nd down. Madsen, quick shot over the middle. Again, 2 timeouts remaining. Madsen under center. And he's going to sneak it right up there. Now under a minute and ticking. 2 timeouts remaining. Madsen time. Forced out of his spot. Immediate hit. What a play on Sherrod by Matt. Password Sparky. 2nd down. Madsen over the middle. What a grab! He tossed that up to Ben Ford.
James Chenault, number 9, could get in front of it.
Now they're in business. Still the 1 timeout. Madsen off his pocket. Juggled. Again pressured. Again incomplete. And Madsen checks down to try to get something back, and it was a minimal gain at best. So Josh Porter deep to receive the punt. South Florida nearly got. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, right up the middle. As we begin the 3rd quarter here in Tampa, fight their way back into this one. Close game, 10-7. Cartavius Norton in the backfield. Quick shot from Brown. We saw a lot of that in the first half, and that's Weston Wolf. Empty backfield, designed run. Brown recognized it immediately, as did Boise State's defense.
It would have been a loss of about 3 yards.
So now 3rd and short. And right up the middle, it'll be a 1st down for the Bulls. That's in 10. Play fake. Brown holds on to it, and Boise State gets to him. He doesn't make that first read. He got the 4th sack of the night for a unit that led the country in sacks a year ago. As Weston Wolf motions to the other side, the quick screen over the middle. That's Singleton trying to get some yards back. Not going to be enough, and Boise State's defense going to do their job. Chase Leon to punt. Play clock at 5. They just get it off. Leon, or rather Sherrod, a fair catch.
In the backfield, and they're going to get there. Just may not happen overnight.
And just 61 yards rushing in the first half. That's Sherrod, and he can't get away from that defense. That's DeClona. Play clock at 1. Madsen gets it off. Pressured! Sacked! Madsen's going to fake it. He's going to take a shot upfield, and that's going to go right to the sideline and out of bounds. He's just going to quick hit it. 1 step and kick. And all things considered, ball bounces out at the... Brown. He's kind of missed on his timing. That to Nimrod.
That ball if you're Byron Brown.
Again, 11 months to the day since his injury, showing a bit of rust. And there's Franklin trying to bounce off a couple of tacklers. Does a good job to really just back on the field for the Broncos. Brown had plenty of time, goes back to the other side, gets something. Who's going to break through at some point? Fake! He's got him! What a call! Singleton! Bulls! Touchdown! And threw a 45-yard touchdown pass to give the Bulls A 17-7 lead. Dylan Riley's going to get his turn in the backfield. Matson's going to play fake, roll out. Execution there to Ben Ford. Knight. 10-plus games a year ago of 220-plus yards rushing. Another play fake. Another pass rush. Batted down.
It was done tonight with this front.
2nd and 10. Matson, he's forced to come off his spot. The 63 journey honors the legacy of Leroy Selman. Here now. They're going to run the play. Matson, nowhere to go. Tries to do it with his feet and gets it. Maddox Matson. Huge play for the Broncos. Another play action pass. Plenty of time. Dumps it down to Gaines. 2nd and 5. Matson looked right, came back to his left, tucks it and runs. He's done that a couple of times on this drive for big gains to move the chains. 1st and 10 after the run conversion. The handoff to Sherrod. I mean, you see he's got the quicks, but he just can't get around these defenders. 2nd and 11. See, there's Sherrod's quick. When he gets a crease, he'll hit it quick. He did. Gains, heavy personnel, 3rd and short. They're gonna throw over the middle, caught, no, pops out incomplete. Matson, time, behind Gaines, incomplete. 12 plays, 52 yards, 5.5 minutes, no points. What does Byron Brown do with it? He's going to keep it on 1st down and get corralled immediately by the Broncos.
Pass interference, number 43, defense, sock foul, and automatic. 1st down.
10. Alvon Isaac in the backfield. Brown's going to fake it to him. He's going to take a shot deep. Looking for Nimrod. Caught. Business. Tempo. Brown. Has the corner. Touchdown. Has he shown up in a national spotlight in his return to college football?
Here in South Florida when the Bulls are leading after 3.
First down, Madsen out of the pocket, rolls right, throws right, completion to Latrell Caples, who's been quiet tonight. They're going to... And I'll tell you, one of the, at least he believes, building this program to do that, you're going to have to learn how to win. Right now they look good, and that was a big hit on Caples, incomplete. 3rd and 8. Pressured, dropped. Incomplete. Rucker almost picked it off. That's Norton. Bounce our way. And right now, it certainly is for South Florida. Brown, quick shot outside. That was another quick hit. Tempo. Up the middle. Norton. Knockout. One unanswered points.
You just can't do that. Fair on you when you are Boise State defensively against this pace.
Pooch kick there to the 25-yard line. We wondered through... Kev, thank you. As always, you can watch all of that on the all-new ESPN app. Over the middle, incomplete. So to finish the thought, there Madsen. Again over the middle. Now that's a good grab by Caples.
Sure.
Check camp to get ready for it, but you never know. Quick shot outside. That's Lauder. The tie at the fourth quarter. And that's put on Lauder. He did kind of a... That's a good shot there from Madsen. Caught by Bates. Escapes pressure. Wide open player, and he just floats it too high. Pulls down 7-0 early. Madsen tries to escape again and just throws that one to the sidelines. Here comes the pressure. Madsen sets it, has space to run if he wants it, and he pulls it down. Ball's out. South Florida recovers.
4.
Yeah.
This could be a fuse lighting win for a program in progress in South Florida tonight.
That's Franklin off the left side. He's quick. He's kind of that little scat back, 5'10", gets as a head coach. And in year 3, you see the quick hit to the outside.
Florida on offense. And this is a team that is figuring it out.
He'd already rushed for a touchdown, but you saw him almost be comfortable with what was going on. And now, and we hadn't talked about it.
What do you got?
Oh, wait, we'll go back to it in a minute. Madsen over the middle. All right. That is a mouth snore if I ever saw one. Speaking of Florida.
Florida Gators hiding.
He just comes up limping and then does that. Escapes the pressure, slides down for a big gain and a first down. It was the first quarter. He'd already had 12 pass attempts, not many rushes for the Broncos, and you're right, it's out of character. That was a great throw and catch by Lauder. They've had an 18-game streak of it having at least one 100-yard rusher.
And then the Boise State orange and blue all in one section.
Who knew orange and blue was the way to go? Ooh, boy, they hit down there. Turnover on downs. Oh, that is right up the gut. I talked about breaking a big one. There goes Isaac. An error here on 1st and 10. Byron Brown going to keep it. Wisely goes down. It was not my guy, but it's going to be a fun one to watch at Notre Dame.
Hopefully get more explosive plays downfield from him in the passing game.
It's a tall ask when you 3rd and 2 in a jumbo formation. Not jumbo enough. They're going to hold him short. Braxton. Nebraska coming up. Mark Jones. Roddy Jones on the call. Ranked number 1 and 2 based on everything coming back. I just don't think you can rank some of these teams where they are based on what they lost.
Feel free.
Because we only have a few more minutes on air. We get a week off next week, the NFL kickoff.
I don't.
Can we just let?
He's matured. He's more ready for the moment because of the path they took.
And he's probably going to be a hell of a college football player. That's a great shot, by the way.
That was a great throw
over to Quentin Brown. Fact that they are incredibly excited about, but he's not a punter. Snuck in. That they wouldn't get docked against an 11-1 team that played an easier schedule.
All right.
Because because it matters, and
it does matter.
And it is kind of when you call a group of 5.
Just think, the first 9 plays of the game for South Florida tonight resulted in negative 10 yards.